all atheists are eventually going to become ex-atheists. Whether if they're while they're still alive and they find that God does exist, and whether if they become Christian or not, or after if they're any atheists who die an atheist, and then they end up going before God. Then that's when they see that God really does exist. But unfortunately, they will have died in their sins, and they'll be cast into the lake of fire for all eternity. And there's not going to be any ex-atheists in the lake of fire. They're going to be calling out to God. They'll definitely have renounced their atheism. Yeah, so any atheists who died atheists, they're in hell right now. Oh, they believe now. They believe there's a God now. And for all you atheists watching this video, of course you think I'm out of my mind. You think I'm duped, stupid, ignorant, carnal, whatever. You can think whatever you want to. Well, it was Satan in this world that duped your mind and got you to become an atheist. So if you're living like there's no God, you'd better be right. Because if you die in your sins still as an atheist, you ain't going to be no atheist in hell. And if any atheist who dies, but God gives them a second chance, and they fly into hell while you're burning, eventually you're going to tell that person to go back, because God has given some atheists a second chance. Like whenever some atheists end up they died in their sins because I guess because of a really bad injury, like an accident, or maybe they got really sick. Because the Bible says God will have mercy on whoever He chooses, and God does give people second chances. If they die, and even people who die in their sins, He does give them some of them a second chance. And like this one guy who was an atheist. His dad was an atheist. His dad was always cursing Christians, constantly persecuting Christians, being like Saul. That man died in his sins. He was burning in the lake of fire. And then when his son got into a bad accident, maybe it was a car accident or a motorcycle accident, and he was in the emergency room, left his body, went into hell, and his dad was telling him, go back, this place is real. There really is a God. Yeah, so for all you atheists that are out there watching this, you're like, just give me the biggest pshaw in the whole world. But you choose not to. You choose the ways of this world and what Satan wants you to believe over the beliefs of God and His Word, which is the Bible. Then I'm sorry to see you rejecting Jesus like that. It's your loss. But there's many atheists out there who are actually going to become ex-atheists and give their lives to Jesus, believing in God. Yeah, believe it or not, what's going to happen? You say those people really aren't atheists? They weren't really atheists? Well, well, that's your judgment.